wonderful sushi.
Wonderful dinner.
It was so soft. It was great. Even Doug could eat it.
Thanks for whisking mine up in your Cuisinart.
Okay, come on, Keith, get in here. I got a surprise for everybody.
What could possibly be left to surprise us anymore?
A videotape. What? You remember June 1989? We did those shows. Remember the shows where it took us to the third show to get everybody.
Yeah.
Keith was sick one time.
Yeah,
I went to a wedding or something.
Those got lost. I know. Remember we called them the lost episodes. Remember that? Well, I cleaned out the attic and look. Look what I found. You found them. I found it. This is June number 3, June 17th. June 17th.
Jeez.
Wow. This is the first night I think we were.
Oh, we have that great new piano player.
Right, that's right. That's the first time Will ever played. Yeah, that was fun that night. There it is. There we are.
Oh, this is the part. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, so young and virile.
Yeah. Skinny. How skinny we are.
That's the part right there where we all go, we're the Flash family! Thank you. Thank you. For the first piece, we need a theme. Something that is common to all of our lives. Something that you might experience almost on a daily basis.
Sex.
Answering machine.
I heard sex first.
You would.
Somebody young and single.
Pick a page.
I'm not a congressman, honey.
Not helping there.
But I want one to go with the other guinea pig.
Well, I'm sorry, Robert, but I don't think that in our house we need to have 2 guinea pigs, especially if they're not the same sex.
But that's the point.
What's the point?
You know.
Well, you mean... Robert, you're only 18. How do you know about that?
Water! Water! Water!
Did you ask for some water? There you are.
Mr. Robinson, how do you like the bridal suite? Please begin.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
I know. It's Jesse, isn't it?
Oh, Father, how did you know?
Because you have that desperation in your voice, Jesse.
Oh, Father, I don't know if I can give you my confession now, if you know it's me.
Well, think of something I haven't heard before.
Okay. Father, I had impure thoughts about you, Father.
Continue, my daughter.
Look at that one!
Hey, Wonder Buns! Hey!
Now Keith and I are going to play a game, and what I'll need from you for this, and don't say anything yet, is an occupation. So think about it in your head, and if you have one, raise your hand and you're going to whisper it to me. Okay, right here. I will write it down so you can all see it. It will be Keith's job in this next scene to figure out what his occupation is, without asking any questions. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm late.
Stan.
Yeah, I had one last shipment I wanted to get boxed and out.
You mean you're selling now, huh? That's great.
I didn't tell you about that, I guess.
Boy.
I'm sorry. There's just so much happening, you know.
Boy, on your schedule, I wonder you have the time.
You got to inject them and freeze them, you know, to get them.
Well, you know, there are a lot of couples now, you know, that are having.
Oh, you thought I was talking about my job. No. These are hams I'm sending out for Christmas. That's kind of funny. Yeah. No. Did you order already?
Yeah, right here. So, here's to 5 years of friendship.
I tell you, there are, you know, I'm getting some really strange people come in these days.
Well, you know, I don't doubt it in your profession.
In uniforms and things. I mean, like
Uniforms.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's, you know, they see the sign on the office door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I guess so. I imagine you get a lot of people.
Yeah. More lately, of course, now that I have a partner in the business.
I think that was the best move you made. I really do. I mean, you were working 10-hour days, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and not feeling like I was really helping each and every one of my customers as well as I should be.
Oh, are they calling them customers
euphemism.
now?
It's
Isn't it? I guess it's, you know, just jargon, right? Jargon of the profession.
Yeah, well, we have those little, you know, kind of inside phrases and little jokes we tell at lunch, you know, when we put everything into incubate, for instance.
Well, I'm very surprised. You just are doing more and more these days.
Well, you've got to. I mean, this is the 80s, isn't it?
Well, yes, it's the 80s. You're right. You're right.
Good.
Well, and of course, you're just working yourself to the bone.
Yeah, and I'm
with
getting
that
a rash
clothing.
from all of those salves, too. It's,
Oh, my, look at that. Yeah. Well, you know what to do.
I wasn't asking you. You thought, no, I wasn't asking for help. No, of course I know what to do. It's my job, right?
Well, sort of.
Knowing what to do
Knowing what
in a situation like this.
Yes, and very definitely in that kind of situation.
I guess the skin never does get better. When I'm right there, I see it when it's fresh and at its newest point. And if it's wrong, I fix it. I should be able to fix it even in my skin that's been around a long time.
Well, yes, you are a fixer. That's true, and you fix many
I pride
things.
myself on that too. You know, that is something that I personally take a lot of pride in.
I would too.
For instance, just last week when I was completing that bathroom.
You are a Renaissance man.
Oh, you haven't been over. I'm sorry. You should come over. We put on a little bathroom in the back, just off the kitchen.
Oh, that's one. What you have done to that old house is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Well, it's You know, now with the little office in the front of it like that, I felt it was important to expand into the back, because when you have people you don't know real well coming over
That's true.
on a regular basis.
Although you know a lot of them fairly well.
Oh, I meant
imagine,
company,
after all
people that,
these
you know,
years.
yeah. Friends of friends, things like that. Not who I deal with, you know,
Oh, I
business,
see.
of course. I know them
Right.
real well. Intimately, I guess that's
Well,
right.
that's an understatement.
Well, that's what you like about me, isn't it? Ability to understate things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate the probing part, though.
It must be very hard. I know.
The word alone is.
Well, it's just that's sort of a small part, really.
Oh, I don't tell them that, though. I mean, oh, you mean as a part of the job, small
Right,
part of the job. No, that wouldn't go over well, I guess. Yeah. What do you think? Should I advertise? I mean, do you think if I put, well, okay, let's be honest. I just put an ad in the back of Time magazine.
Is that legal? I guess it is. I think, yeah.
I never thought about that.
Certainly in the yellow pages it is, I know.
You seen that one? With
Yeah.
the picture?
Great. Very
You-
nice picture.
You don't think the touch-up was like too much?
No, it was fine.
You know, most of them, they're not disappointed when the nose doesn't look quite like it does in that part.
Well, I'm just really shocked. Is it your partner who sort of helps you with the noses?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're sort of the initial sort of person, and then
And then my partner does the noses.
again.
Boy, you see it through things so quickly. You know? You really understood that. I didn't hardly say a thing, and you got that entirely. In fact, he's in charge of the upper body. I did say it was a he, didn't I?
You did. And now I thought you were sort of more, the whole person.
Well, I let him warm them up. That's important. You know, if we had more income, I'd get someone to warm up the bottom too. I mean, this is still a fledgling business. That's why the ads and everything and the like. Yeah. I mean, when I'm escorting someone around, I want them to be.
You're kidding. With your schedule, you can do that too. I am just
For the rare, special. I mean, if they're warmed up and it doesn't take much time, then maybe I should get out of this line of business.
But you're such a helping kind of person. I would hate to see you get out of it.
Therapy, smerapy. I mean, am I supposed to, they've got weird stories.
Well, I know. I mean, your job is in a lot of ways like a bartender and a hairdresser. They don't pay you to be their therapist, but boy, you're going to get an
I'm trained as a structural
earful.
engineer. What am I doing?
Oh my, you've expanded your practice.
You didn't know.
Didn't tell me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blurt
What
it out.
a combination.
I hope no one heard it. I'm not looking for more business in that.
I see.
Oh, the other business. It's a more legitimate side.
I see, yes, I can imagine.
You can imagine?
Yeah.
You can't imagine what it's like there day in and day out doing what I
Oh, I know.
don't feel right doing.
You don't feel right doing it? But I thought you went into it with these noble thoughts of helping people and...
Into it? Is that a joke?
No. No. And after years of education and...
2 doctorals. It's true.
You have those too? My God.
I don't like to overwhelm anybody with that. I usually don't mention it. I mean, most of my training is on-the-job training.
I thought there were strict rules about that.
And well, there should be.
I would never. I'm a child.
It's so sad.
Oh, I know. I know there are some that you have to
I mean,
deal
many
with.
of them die shortly after I see them.
That doesn't mean you're not a good...
Yeah. No, I don't take it personally. Should I? No, I should.
No, it's just part of the profession. You're a wonderful...
Yeah. I mean, some of them are nigh on dead when I get them.
Of course they are. That's why they come to you.
No, let's not talk in reality. I'm talking... I mean, when you're dealing with someone's loved ones.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone has loved ones, and maybe sometimes the loved ones convince them to see you. So, you know, sometimes they...
Yeah, they'd probably play a role in that. Yeah. You think... Yeah, I think they'd probably play a big role in having them come. I hadn't thought about it that way.
And lots of them don't die. I mean, look at your record. If you kept a scorecard.
How crass. I would keep a score and tick them off as though that made me...
Well, no, I just was trying to make you feel better. Your reputation is great. I'm sure no one's keeping score, but if they are, you have a lot more on the living side than on the dead side. Your ability to listen to people is widely known. You now have a partner who does noses. I mean, you can just help some of yours over to him if that's their concern. You're a wonderful
Surgeon?
Close enough!
Okay, now I want to guess who I am. Oh, yeah, parking was terrible tonight. Come on in. I'll wait till they get settled. For this next piece, I need from you a consonant that is not Q, Z, X. Is that it?
Close enough.
That is not Q, Z, or X.
Okay.
T, I heard first. Thank you.
And I heard M. I'll take M. Thank you.
And I didn't hear anything. Could I have...
Hey.
R, I did hear. Thank you.
Okay, now that we've established 3 consonants, what we're going to do now is challenge ourselves in this piece in that they are going to use the consonants they have been given so wisely by you.
Really?
Yeah, seriously, eventually. And they are going to use that to be the starting letter of any sentence they start. So whatever you hear will come. What was it again?
T.
T.
M.
R.
T. M. R.
It's Mary Tyler Moore production company.
It's a credit reference service. T. M. R. And so you will hear them say that. Hello, I've got your disease now. Let's start
Give him some of that Sam.
Easy not remember. And so can I have a location where these people would meet?
Hot tub.
Thank you. Hot tub with an H and a T. Hot tub.
Rather hot.
Mighty hot.
That's not hot.
Ralph.
Tepid. Tepid, man. I'm telling you.
Maybe he took a hot shower first.
Rugged.
Tender parts have to go in slowly. Ready?
Mondays require hot tubs.
Terrific terpsichore there, Ralph.
Mixed drink?
Tequila sunrise.
Margarita. Makes it taste better.
My portfolio didn't look very good this morning.
Well, terrific. Why blame it on me?
Maybe because you advised me.
Terwilliger and Company advises you. I just work there.
Meander around the reality.
Redwood smells good, doesn't it?
We're going to up the ante even further by allowing you to participate in this scene also. So when you see any of the players turn to you and fish for a word, I want you to give them a word that begins with their consonant. And please, don't, it doesn't even have to fit. So, good luck.
As long as here's the constant.
Ralphing is dangerous. Mark my word on that.
Tennis.
Tennis makes me Ralph, especially if I play on a full set.
Makeup.
Makeup is the secret.
Training always seemed to be, the secret to me to not Ralphing.
Mascara applied thickly helps tremendously, believe me.
Running.
I need a T. It's close.
Tugboat.
Tugboat. Tugboat captains have started wearing a lot of mascara.
Running does it to me, or rigid exercise, either one.
Tow line operators have to deal with a lot of upset stomach, I hear. So.
Mother always said, be careful who you hot tub with.
Religiously at 8 o'clock.
Tanning, I heard.
Well,
Righteous bastard.
Mark my words.
Tanning always makes him jealous.
Realistically, you're holding it in.
Metaphorically speaking.
Tan line.
Ridiculous, okay?
Very modest.
Macho.
Macho, 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 macho.
Recent studies. Redneck.
Recent studies have shown that tanning in excessive levels can be dangerous.
Transcendent.
transcendental meditation helps relieve accretion of carcinogenic pigmentation in upper layers of epidermal cicatrures.
Right now, what I think we need to do is just clear the air.
Many times you guys haven't been straight with each other and I've had to sort it out.
Right?
Many times you've been hostile and indirect.
Teensy bit defensive about our stock portfolio, aren't we?
Religiously, you vowed those would go up.
Might he be being a little defensive also?
Well,
True. Therefore,
True, therefore, decided to ameliorate your losses by
really, right?
tipping you off to a new timeshare.
rate,
Maiden form's growing up!
rage is eating you up inside, and I can see it.
Run tomato. Tomato.
Tomato red in the face, I sit here before you and claim my innocence.
Red looks good on you.
Malarkey.
Malarkey.
Roy Rogers is more credible than you are, okay?
Tequila looks good on you.
Maybe it's getting a little rough here.
Rough. It hasn't begun yet.
Tide.
Tide?
Tide.
Tide goes out at 6. Be on it. That's a relief. Just kidding. For our next piece, we're going to tell you a story. It's not going to be probably like most of the stories you've ever heard because it's going to be a conducted story, which means we'll have some storytellers and a conductor. And at his indication, the story will pass from person to person. And we need you to help us with some suggestions in a minute, but there are some rules to the story. And the rules are no overly long pauses. So when the story changes from person to person, if there's a very long pause, that's grounds for being zapped. If it's a dramatic pause, hey, give him a break. There's a little dramatic license involved. Unnecessary repetition of a word. Bang, bang is probably not unnecessary. But something like the, or AA, that's unnecessary. And the third one is, what's the third one?
Error and grammar.
Oh, error in grammar, that's right. There was an overly long pause in my head. Or an error in grammar. So if somebody is cut off in the middle of a sentence and the next person comes in with something that just is a thing out of left field, that's grounds for a zap. And a zap is something that you will provide to let them know that they have erred. So I'd like to practice a zap with you on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Zap! Oh yes. And here are our storytellers. What I'd like to do now is get from you a couple of suggestions. How about something that you reach in that top drawer that's over by the microwave, you just throw stuff into in the kitchen? What do you pull out?
Slicer.
A potato slicer? Is that?
Diaper.
Egg slicer.
Egg slicer, I heard. An egg slicer. Okay. And what sort of literary style will we be telling this story in?
Hemingway.
Okay, Hemingway. That's. Is that? You guys got Hemingway's? Okay. Bad women. You know, no realistic women characters. All that kind of stuff. Lots of booze. Okay. Shotguns, bulls, Spanish revolutions, that kind of thing. You want anything else? An egg slicer and Hemingway?
Stop while we're almost ahead.
Okay, quick review of the rules for a zap. Overly long pause, unnecessary repetition of a word, and a mistake in grammar. And if you're going to zap them, let them know they've been zapped.
The old man who lived by the sea slowly opened the drawer in his kitchen. He reached
Out for a bit of humanity and instead found an old cigarette. He picked up the butt
Of the old cigarette that was stale and
Ling and stared at it. For memories flooded through his mind.
of days when he could smoke like a man, and now his lungs.
were shot, just like his friend was.
in the bar in Cuba in 1942. He sank
To a dismal kind of depression that
Did him like a fog.
Take a breath. The foghorn sounded. It was time for him to cast himself adrift. He walked out
To his boat, which was tied.
up to the moor. As he undid the boat,
He stepped in.
to the Moor, who was very pissed at being tied up. The Moor said,
That's okay, that's okay. You should have zapped her a while ago, but you missed
the Moor was his best friend, at least up until that moment.
And he kicked him aside, threw his lunch pail into the small.
pond nearby and said, "Remember Cuba and 54."
Which was a.
Date that will live in infamy.
And in your mind and mine.
And that moment.
He thought back to that. He thought
Say,
back.
yeah, take it.
Has to be robust.
He thought only one of them.
Back to the days of the
Teen. When he and
His lovely lady friend, Brunhild.
met. She was wearing horns of silver.
and not much else. It was a canteen and
Cuba. He was wearing a large sombrero.
not much else. She was doing an extremely erotic routine.
And the room was
Smoky, filled with cigar smoke from cigars.
that had been smoked for hours. It was a stench that could hardly be.
Accused of being polite.
The music was thick.
And greasy.
Not only that, all of them.
Knew better than to punch. I'll be back. I don't know where we were.
Knew better than all of them.
All of them.
Knew better than to make a sound during her dance because she
Was using hard-boiled
Eggs. That's right, it was the erotic dance
of the egg.
slicers. The tiny wires
of the egg slicers glinted in the
Bright lights that were hanging overhead.
It's a tough house tonight.
They were hanging.
Overhead. And you could barely see it glinting through all the smoke and stench.
of the bar. As she undulated across the room,
Her hips
moved to the tune
in oily counterpart. Back and forth. Sometimes forward,
and sometimes backwards like some roiling ocean.
seething and tossing, moved from
Her body, she had the egg slicers.
The winner!
Scott gets to finish the story since he's the winner.
uninterrupted by zaps, I might add. It was Cuba, it was 54. The canteen was full of stench and oil and roiling and cigars, and the egg slicers were snipping and snapping. She was using them sort of like castanets. Her entire body had been covered with hard-boiled eggs. As the laws in Cuba were very slack on that sort of thing, she wore nothing beneath them. The old man sat at his table, the well-chewed butt of a hand-rolled Havana clenched in his teeth. A large bottle of tequila stood half empty on the table before him. His weazened face, that's what happens when you're out in the sun, squinted through the stench and the haze over the top of the half-empty tequila bottle, and he swapped the cigar butt from one side to the other, and then back again, as she undulated toward him. He using the egg slicers like vicious castanets. She slowly sliced each hard-boiled egg off her writhing body until she stood before him with hardly enough for a small Caesar salad left. The old man shook himself, squinted at the shales, felt the wood of the tiller beneath his gnarled, roughened, calloused fingers, and shrugged as he sailed slowly off toward the horizon and switched his cigar from one side of his mouth to the other, and he smiled.
How many of you have ever heard of the contest called It Was a Dark and Stormy Night? Where people write in with the worst or most weird opening lines to a story. Well, that contest was repeated, and they came out with a second one that they call, and a second book called Bride of Dark and Stormy. So we would like to, all this creativity in here, what a waste, huh? Not to use it tonight? So what we'd like is a page number. We're going to use somebody's creativity. And from 1 to 135. 32, I heard first. Is that what you said? Did you say 32? Somebody there? Yeah. Okay, 32. Thank you. 32. Okay, here we are. Gosh, I don't even know if I can pronounce his name. Jiminy Grilliaday! Exclaimed Pinocchio gratuitously as he accidentally ran over and smashed into splinters Woody One Feather, the cigar store Indian, who 20 years earlier had set fire to his father's cobbler's shop, seduced his wife, the good fairy, murdered his pet cricket with a shoe, and fled across the ocean to open the tobacco emporium at which Pinocchio had just now been planning to stop and buy some matches. Thank you.
Business slow today. Me go stand on sidewalk.
Boy, this new shipment we got from Cuba is really great. I'm so glad we're trading with them again.
Me remember shipment from 54. Good year. We hope no crazy drivers out today.
Chiefy, seeing as we're here alone, you never told me nothing about your past.
Long time ago. Across far ocean. Me remember boy with nose like German Shepherd in heat.
I would like to buy some matches. Oh, sure. I got a customer, Chiefy. You want the box or you want the little, pack?
Oh, a little pack for my little bucket.
That is a little pocket. Here. That'll be 10 cents.
I'll never come into my bucket. Can you get it?
Wait a minute, Buster. What is this?
Please, put them in my bucket. Okay, shove it down my lederhosen.
That voice.
That voice.
Chiefy, we're about out of matches. I'm gonna get some more.
Boy with nose like German Shepherd in heat.
Man who set fire to my wife and burned my cockroach and seduced my wife. No, you killed Jiminy Cricket, you little shit. He's in my pocket for the first time.
You're running away. Wooden leg, not go so fast.
Thank you. And to conclude tonight's evening of poetry reading, we will be doing 3 poets from the Bay Area. You may have read or heard some of these works before, but I'm sure you'll enjoy them again. If we could have the 3 poets out here, starting with Fred Smithers. Fred? Fred is a welder and a part-time taxi cab driver and has taken up poetry as a way of showing his refinement. If we could have Sally. Sally Smithers, related of course, is a house mother, a wife, and so much more. And then, thank you, Zeke. We have Tatiana. Recently moved here. She brings with her a certain European flair and style in the way she writes and speaks. Thank you. If we could, Fred, if we'll have you do your poem first, is that all right?
Anytime.
Good. Fred's poem tonight is, of course, on the subject of
Killing.
meatballs. Not usually a humorous subject, but Fred's viewpoint has its own charm. Please, Fred, if you would, meatballs.
Is this on?
What a card.
Large swelling globes of cow mania, distended veins throbbing through my pasta, searing my empty life. 1 ball, 2 balls, juggling meatballs aplenty, pastures of galore, and no MSG to bind my soul into a target of scungili. Swedish, Italian, what does it matter? Meatballs are the best of all. Meatballs give me strength. Meatballs give me gas. Meatballs give me a headache. Meatballs circumnavigating the globe of my discontent, arousing me from a passionate, greasy dream cake of uninspiring largesse and creamy nut-flavored brownies. After meatballs, there is no dessert. After meatballs, I stop being alert. After meatballs, call me a flirt. My meatballs or yours?
I think you can see why that's on the back cover of this year's special. Sally, I'm sure those weren't your meatballs he was talking about. No, of course not. No. Sally has a poem that is very dear to all of us here. And of course, to you I'm sure as well, because that is about...
Anthropology.
I'm sorry.
Anthropology.
Women's wear.
I'm a woman. I don't care. It doesn't matter what I wear. The times they change. Clothes styles come and go. What do I know? I read the paper. It's all there. They tell me what to wear. Women have no choice, you see. Some man up there, he says, let's see, what will they wear this year? They draw these outrageous pictures. They make them into clothes. We stand in line, we pay a mint. And they laugh from their head to their toes. Women wear the dumbest things. Just look around and you will see. Sometimes we don't have much sense. You see, we want to please. So we wear the clothes and we pretend that we look really good in the end. But someday things will change, you'll see. A woman may design something and I will wear it, you will see. And then I'll look just like me.
Proving again the obvious can be so obscure. Tatiana's poem tonight is truly one that has touched me for sure. Because it's about...
Batman! Willow trees!
I heard Batman. And amazingly enough, that is what this poem is about.
At night, I lie awake. Within my sheets, I toss and turn. I look at my Boston fern. The shadow casts upon the wall. That's all there is. That's all, that's all. I'm sure I heard another sound. I sit up and I look around. The windows flap and flap with the wind. I get up to close them. And I send my eyes out into the darkness to see what is coming for me. From the castle high on the hill, there comes a man. He gives me such a thrill. He's dead by day, but flies by night. You see he's a count. The count you all know by sight. He wears a cape. Sometimes he has wings. He has teeth that are sharp and long. His name is Dracula. He is not a thin man. He is a fat man. He is my own sweetie Batman. Now comes a time in the show when we get our inspiration from our orchestra, who tonight is Will Bernard. We call this improvising with music, and how this works is Will be inspired to play
some kind of tune or mood music or sounds, and we'll get our inspiration from him to do a couple of scenes. So, I give you Will.
My dad says they're just moles.
Moles don't run around. Out! Moles don't come out. They're blind.
I don't know. You better prove it to me or I'm not going to take a picture of it.
Let's just be real quiet. Let's be real still. I was pretending. If you pretend you're part of the forest, then come out.
You have pizza for dinner?
Let me look under this bush. Be quiet.
Well, I'm going to resign from the Junior Sports Club if you don't stop this shenanigans. You know, last time you had me out on a snipe hunt and I sat here and I froze my clothes off. I had my... You did have pizza for dinner. What? Don't be silly now. I didn't know you were attracted to me. You know, I got a sleeping bag in the pickup truck. Yeah? Go get it. Luce Marina, questo panacalone. Fangusa mangia giunta,
come here.
Call me Brad.
I better be glad to call you glad.
Wish you had.
Tonight we are experimenting with other forms of music.
I noticed the club, she is empty. What?
I think Wham is at the People's Pavilion.
Jeszcze drogi prosi tasa. I think we will have to close you down.
Tonight is Mr. Big's night. Why would you close us down on your private party? This is the night that all the women you wanted to meet arrive individually for you to chat with over a nice glass of vodka.
You know that Count Gorbachev is a reformist, but he does not allow private parties.
Fine, we will open it up to the poor people and let them come in and eat your caviar. We will let them choose the music of the night and pick the women they want to dance with. If that is your wish.
Dorky, what say you to my proposal? I think we should maybe close half the house down.
Half the house. Спасибо, хорошо.
And maybe bring the women to my car.
We could just close the half with the music, with the caviar and the food,
Yes.
and let the poor people in to use the toilet.
This is very sensible and humane.
That's right. Okay, call the masons. We'll build a big wall right here. That's where I'm going. That's where my champagne and my caviar is going to be.
You will, of course, be on my side of the wall, Vlad.
Okay. I'm looking for asylum tonight. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Will Bernard. I need a whole lot of suggestions now. So what I need are types of theater or styles of movies or television shows.
Drama.
Like musicals,
Samurai.
like drama,
Western.
Japanese
like
samurai.
samurai.
Jack
Let me be sure I get them down. Like horror,
Jacoby.
Western.
Japanese science fiction.
okay, Japanese science fiction,
Newscast.
game show.
Western.
I need styles. Okay, western,
Cabaret.
film noir. What kind of style is that?
People just come in and do stuff from the outside.
Oh, gorilla. Oh, as in G-U-B as instead of. Okay.
Slasher.
Okay. Slasher. Also called slice and dice. Porno. Okay, porno. What else?
Soap operas.
Soaps.
Opera.
Opera.
Christian talk shows.
Mystery.
MTV.
Talk show. I haven't written it down if you don't hear me say it, so call it out
Christian
again.
Network.
Christian Networks.
MTV.
Home shopping.
MTV, Home shopping.
Educational channels.
Swashbuckler. Educational channel.
Sports.
Sports.
Selling channels.
Selling. Well, we have home shopping. That's close. News. Epics. What was that?
Television evangelism.
Okay.
Cooking show.
Okay. Cookies. Evangelist in nature. I think that'll do me. I ran out of room. Evangelist in nature.
Safe to come out now?
It's safe to come out now. Got a ton
Got
here.
about a year's worth of suggestions. Thank you very much for coming.
We'll be using these for years. Right. All right. What would you guys like?
How about an activity that we might be doing?
Football.
Buying a used car.
Buying a used car, I heard.
Okay.
With a football in it.
Now, while they're playing the scene, I'm going to use your suggestions and control the style of the scene.
Honey, I know you only wanted to spend 10 grand, but this is 12.5, and look how the pigskin.
Horror!
It's the dead pig!
Animal! Mort!
How can we stop it? How can we stop it from reproducing?
Game show!
Well, take a guess.
I think
Yeah?
we could cover it in plastic!
Cover it in plastic. That's absolutely right!
Slasher!
I'd like to cover you in plastic.
I don't like it when you get that look on your face. I don't like it.
Cooking!
Here, look at the radiator. Oh boy!
Well, if we held the broccoli over here, it gets steamed just to the right consistency.
And that's very important in buying a car, is the consistency of the broccoli.
Evangelist!
And if you eat broccoli every day and believe in broccoli, you will have a healthy, clean colon. And you will not have to worry about disease.
Not to mention your fuel pump.
MTV!
Oh! God, my average went down.
No.
Three broken windows and 5 hits.
And you lost the ball. It's in there somewhere.
Film noir!
Somewhere a deep dark place called an opal.
And your mother was there. I remember we had a picnic outside. The leaves were dark.
Samurai!
You're a woman, you're not by car.
You like me.
What are they?
Swashbuckler!
I like this car. And I'm going to buy it.
Yay? You will buy it? This precious jewel of a car that's been imported all the way from Yugoslavia? You will take my treasure from me? I would be on guard.
Japanese science fiction!
Oh, what's that fan noise?
It's whirring.
It's whirring.
It's whirring. I don't know what it is.
Oh my God!
Soap opera!
Now it's the fan, and tomorrow it will be the hydraulic fluid, and it will be the oil level.
I love this car more than you.
Porno!
I've broken its windows in, it's mine.
But Mort, how can you love it more than you? I'm more than me. I'm a living, breathing woman.
Yeah, but look at the size of those headlights.
Musical!
And I like the gear shift.
And I like the turns.
And the tires are on.
Now comes a special part of the show that we like to call intermission. It allows you time to go out and have some apple juice or wine, some popcorn if you'd like, and there are restrooms separated into 2 categories for your use. So if you'll take about 10 minutes.
Happy
refreshed and revived, we're going to refresh and revive ourselves with a piece that we like to start the second half with, and we've had some wonderful verbal suggestions from you guys so far. This time, your suggestion is going to take a more concrete form. We'd like to get from somebody in the house an actual physical object. Should be fairly large, so it can be... No. If you have it with you, I want it. Okay. We have one. Keep it away from the dog.
I'm feeling fine, Doctor. Why?
Look, honey, why can't we have a turkey like anybody else?
Okay, so you want this ripped out and you want Mom right here.
This will work, I guarantee it. When you normally get a metal detector, but the thing's not metal, it has scent. So we'll just hold Ralph and...
And he's all ours.
Looks just like you do.
Why you should be glad we only have pigeons.
Yeah, I think we can remove it. Just minor surgery is all okay.
No problem, I'm dead.
No, I'm okay, Ralph. I'm just talking on one of those damn phones again.
See this dragon on my shoulder? I dare you to knock it off.
I was just putting batteries in, honest.
Settle, people. Time is money. Settle.
You have betrayed me. You should know better than to betray a witch. I'm going to turn you into a small, soft dragon. Poof.
Okay.
I want you to meet one of my clients here. This guy hasn't worked since Gorgo in 1961.
Arthur, how do you want yours done?
It was late. I couldn't find a virgin anywhere, so I called the City Corp 800 number. He called and said he needed more credit on his City Corp phone card.
Whose is this? Thank you. We're going to do a piece now that's a series of scenes, and probably those of you who come know what it will be. It's called Life. And what that is a series of scenes on one major theme that runs through your life that sort of crosses all differences of age and sex and religion and race and affects every one of us.
Courage.
Courage. That's great. Thank you.
Joan of Arc?
Yes, and I insist it. Please hear the truth. It was my sister.
When's a time in your life, past or present, or even future, when you needed a lot of courage?
Labor Day.
Labor! Thank you.
Why won't he come with me? Why won't he come?
Well, I think he's afraid, honey. I think he doesn't want to see you in pain. Wait a minute now. Can you...
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, okay. Get you a chair.
All those classes that we did.
Now, you know, he may show up yet. There might have been traffic on the bridge, and he couldn't get through, and... Okay. Now, what were we at? 3 minutes?
Uh-huh.
3 minutes. Okay.
That was our agreement when we decided that we wanted to have the baby. Was that we would do it together.
I know.
There's another one.
Okay. Roll with it. That's it. Breathe.
And I don't want you to think that I don't appreciate you being here, Bonnie.
Yes.
Really. I mean, we've been neighbors for years.
And I have all those kids.
But I so wanted him to be here.
Well, now he may show up. You know, he did do those classes, and
he had plenty of notice. I mean, I reached him at work.
well, you know, he is a little squeamish around blood and mucus, though.
I should have known that when the dog had puppies, huh?
Yes, that's right.
There's another one.
Okay. Well, we're down to 2.5 minutes.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
Should I
great.
call?
No,
I'll
that's
call
great.
him. Should I call him again?
No, I'm sure he's left.
Does
the
that mean a
office.
nag?
No. Oh, I see his car. I see his car.
Oh, great. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, there's another one.
Stella's in here, John. She's in here.
Stella, baby. I want you to see this, Lloyd.
Christ, she's as big as a house.
John, who are these people? Don't touch me. Oh, there's another one.
Another what?
2 minutes, honey.
I know.
I wish that doctor would call back.
I'll get this. All right, John.
We should boil some Heineken or something.
I think the friends are going to have to leave.
Oh, but I told him I'd take him out after.
Well, they can wait in the car. How's that? Put them in the van.
Honey, how could you do this?
If you don't know, you shouldn't be asking him. It's a little late. I think you're gonna take your pants off. We're here for you. We're here. I guess it's not a good time for male bonding.
John, I'm going to have to insist.
We were gonna be your coaches while you were coaching her. Okay, John. Breathe, don't puke. Breathe. Okay, you're a brick. Remember.
High five.
Killer of strength.
Stand, John.
Killer of strength.
I'll get the water.
Yeah.
I hate my job. 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 I hate my job.
You're amazing.
Melissa. You're amazing. You're amazing.
Look what you can do.
You can do anything. Anything, Melissa.
Walk on fire.
Fire.
You leap out of airplanes.
Airplane.
As a regular practice.
Practice.
You are amazing.
Melissa, we wouldn't ask just anybody, but the scaffolding's gone, the winches are out, and the windows on the 800th floor need to be washed.
That's right up your alley.
Alley.
Can do it.
We know you can.
Of
That's
course
why
you
we
can.
came to you. And we're counting on you. Counting on you.
Do it. Do it. 80th floor. 80th floor. 800th floor. 800th floor. Climb, Melissa.
So Melissa, do you want me to put some money in your meter here, or we got to finish the lobby by 12?
Yeah, sure.
Good.
Your stupid idea to rub it hurts worse.
Good.
Okay, Butch Robertson, you know what I want to do to you more than anything in the world right now? I want to give you a hurt on your shin, just like the hurt that I have.
Don't touch me!
I want to do that more than anything in the world. I want to kick you so hard. I want to put on my shoes that have the little metal tips, and I want to just slam until it reaches your bone, and then it just bleeds down the leg real slowly.
You can have my lunchbox
And then I want to kick you in the same spot.
and have
I
my
kicked you
sandwiches for
before,
all week.
until it hurts so bad that you want to just die. But you know what, Butch? I'm not going to do it.
That was the moment I knew that I was in love with her. It's amazing how my view changed, but I saw a certain vulnerability that day that I had never seen before. Sure, we fought, but boy, she had a personality.
That's just to show you how strong I am. I could hurt you really bad, but I'm not going to.
You know, I pretended not to like him, but inside I really did. You know, I was just trying to get his attention, that's all.
Only a scummy little coward would laugh at somebody who was hurt. And then only another coward would hurt back.
I called him a scummy little coward, can you believe it?
Yeah, lots happened since then. Now I'm hiding under the Witness Protection Agency. Got a court restraining order, and now she can't come near me. I've changed my name. I've grown several different mustaches, and I'm living in the desert. Wouldn't you?
You want half my sandwich today?
I think I'll take all of your sandwich.
You know, he just
he just disappeared one day, and I really did sort of like him. I guess I never got to tell him that. He just was always afraid of me. I mean, gosh, even when he grew up, you know, I heard he moved away to get away from me.
And your potato chips.
You know, I've always believed that love means never having to say ouch. And I did love her, but I didn't have that many bones left.
Yeah, and if I give them to you, you won't hurt me?
Not today.
I guess I was a little rough on him, you know. Sometimes I didn't know my own strength, and, you know, I just wanted to love him, and I guess I would kind of maul him. I don't know.
Okay, sounds like a good deal.
I thought so.
Those were the days.
If I were king of the forest, not duke, not prince, not earl. Come on, I'll fight you with one paw tied behind my back. Come on. Come on, you big sissies. I'll fight you with both paws tied behind my back. Ah, no takers, huh?
Tell me a time when you were really scared.
When the Ferris wheel got stuck
I heard something right in here.
Puberty.
Puberty, you were scared. Thank you.
Guy. Gross. Not fair. Mom! The cream didn't work.
Let's see.
It's worse. Look.
Well, honey, it's your age. You know this is going to happen.
That doesn't help, Mom.
Well, I know it doesn't. You're right. Here, how about some foundation?
Should I wash this stuff off first?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Honey, now just let me try this, okay?
Okay.
Take a look.
I'm different colors.
Well, I need to blend it. Let me blend it.
Mom, am I grosser than most? Were you this gross?
Oh, I was. You should have seen me, honey.
Really? I mean, you like were flat like a board and
I was flat like a board till I had you. And
too tall.
I wasn't quite as tall as you, sweetheart, but I was tall. Here, let's try it.
You didn't have to wear glasses till way after I was born, though. I can't
Well, that's
see.
true. Here, put this on.
Ooh, I like that.
Now, I want you to think positively. You're going to have a wonderful time tonight. I think Fred is a very nice young man. And your dress is beautiful.
Really?
Yes.
Does it make me look more punchy and fat around here?
No, it doesn't. I think it's wonderful.
These shoes make my feet look like boats.
Oh, honey, how can I
It's not the shoes, is it? My feet are like boats. The dress is just a little bit off on one side. Mom, I don't want to go to this dance. Just cancel.
Darling, you have to go to this dance. You can't sit home. This is the biggest dance of the year. No matter how I looked, I never missed a dance. I might have had pimples all over my face. I might have had an ugly dress.
Well, this isn't ugly.
No, it's not.
And I only have 4.
That's right. You never miss a dance, sweetheart. You have to get out and meet guys and make friends and have a good time. Why, the teenage years are interesting.
Keep that word. Everybody says I'm so interesting looking, Mom. I know what that means.
You are, sweetheart. That means you're not run-of-the-mill Barbie doll. You're very interesting. You know, you look like yourself. A lot of people don't.
Well, that's very true. Nobody looks like me.
No.
Okay, Mom, I'll go.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm so proud of you. And have a good time. You know, it doesn't matter what's outside. It matters what's inside. And you show them what's inside. Because that's tall and shining and beautiful and voluptuous and...
Well, not yet.
Well, but inside, honey, inside you are. Show them what's inside. And clear skin. And 20/20 vision. Oh, have a good time. Goodbye.
Bye, Mom.
Oh, that was great. You got lemon too. That's good. Hey, look, we're over the lake now.
Hey, there's the resort. Wiggle your wings at them.
Hey, at this rate, we should be home another hour and a half or so.
You need a beer? Bill? Bill, I can't fly. Bill, Bill, here, sit up, Bill. Bill,
I'm out of here. Enough is enough. You too? There's room in the suitcase. Tell you, I thought I could live a life of quiet desperation. But it's not even quiet. That's it. A few more things, checklist. And I'll be out of here. She'll never know I was even here. Scorched earth. Blitzkrieg.
That's right. Just leave her. So what if she is 3 months pregnant? You hate kids anyway.
How can you leave the woman who's loved you for 6 years? She has given you her money. She has given you her time.
She hates bowling.
Lunch every day.
She snores.
Meatloaf sandwiches.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Every day for 6 years. Meatloaf sandwiches. And she buys it at Safeway.
How can you leave the woman who has given her heart to you, her body, her soul?
Her yeast infection. Come on, you got the tickets right here. Look.
The poor
Bora
thing.
Bora.
What will she do? She won't be able to support herself. She'll go into decline. She'll get depressed.
What, is she gonna give away all her pantyhose?
You must stay. You must talk to her. Talk it out.
No.
Go into therapy.
No, don't go into therapy. Don't let a stranger know you're a doofus.
Face this fear.
Therapist gossip.
Okay.
Call the airline. See if you can get your flight moved up.
Call her.
Naked wahinis swaying in the breeze.
Sitting home crying.
Honey?
Laying on the beach tanning.
I've got something to tell you. Yeah. I forgot what you wanted me to get at the Safeway. What was it again?
Ow, me.
Cottage cheese. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll see you at 6:30. Yeah. Okie dokie.
That was Flash Family's look at courage. For our last piece tonight, how about a suggestion of something that almost never gives you the blues?
Wine tasting. Wow.
Wine tasting, I heard first. Thank you. Wine tasting.
Slam it down, baby.
I drink it and I drink it. I even go double dutch. What I like to drink is Zinfandel. The way I drink, I should go to hell. I love that wine. Do your stuff.
You got good manners.
Well, last night I went to the cabaret. I saw you did great.
Ain't it cup, baby?
I put on my best dress. I sprayed a little Fabergé.
Today's on my hunt.
You know I had a date with a very good Cabernet.
I go on a date. I like to drink
All right. We'd like to thank you so much for doing your part here. It was just tremendous. We're going to have you guys back.
Maybe even next week.
Maybe, because that's our last show in this run. Did they tell you? No. Our last show of this run, we're short and sweet. We get in and out quick. We'll be back again several more times this year, so check your calendars and check the newsletter or get on the mailing list, etc. What we'd like to do is, in addition to thanking you, thank some of the people who made this evening an even bigger surprise than you did. And we'd like to thank our house manager, Ed Buckley. And one of the unsung heroes, the man in the back who puts us on and takes us off, our light engineer, Michael Woods. Not to mention a special surprise for us. This man walked in sight unseen and performed some amazing music for your dining and dancing pleasure. Our one-man band, Will Bernard. As always, the Flash family is me, Deegan.
Got Kassel.
8th birthday,